guys, welcome back to my channel, The Appalachian Home. So today, if you've been watching my Christmas DIYs, this is project number 10. And it's this Gingerbread Baking Company sign, and I just love this sign. I've been wanting to do this all Christmas, so this is a really simple project, and I'll show you how I made this. And I'm also going to be showing you how I created this in Design Space. So if you have a Cricut and have Design Space, you can follow along easily and recreate this sign. So I'm starting here with a 30-inch long by 11.5-inch wide piece of 3/4 inch plywood, and you can definitely use pine or another lighter wood if that's what you want to do. And I'm just going over and sanding all the rough edges in the top to make everything really smooth. Now I'm just painting this using some white chalk paint, and I actually took some white flat paint that I already had and added some plaster to it, and that just gave it a little bit more of a chalky look and finish. And I'm also making sure to really get the edges and corners, because actually on this sign I'm not going to have a frame, so I just want my edges to be painted really well. And here's the design I used in Design Space, and it's pretty simple to create this design. I typed in the text using the text tool, and I typed in Gingerbread and changed it to a font called Average. I believe I got this off of hungryjpeg.com if you want to use that same font. I created this background that is the same size as the sign that I wanted, and then I just resized all of my text to fit that background. That way I knew when I cut it out it would fit perfectly. And I'm unlocking my text box there on the left, the little icon that looks like a lock, and that way I can resize it up and down, left and right, widen it or flatten it as I need to. Here I'm using this little flag icon, and I got this off a font called Sweet Buttermilk, and it came with a bunch of extras. You just type in a letter and you change the font to the extras, and it comes up these cute little clip art. Then I did the curved text, the Bake Fresh Daily, that goes up at the top of the sign, and I have a video I'll link above on how to do curved text if you're interested in that. But I just put it at the top, and I used my curve feature and curved it until I was happy with how it looked. Then for the text at the bottom, I actually did this two different ways. First, I typed in word for word, cakes, pies, cookies, bread, and typed all those separately and placed them on my board at first. And then I changed my mind and decided I wanted a middle dot in between them, so I retyped them and placed a middle dot. If the text you're using, or if the font you're using, does not have a middle dot, you can easily draw a circle and make it really small, use a period in another font, and just use the one you like and move it to the center of your words. Now once the paint has dried, I'm just using this stencil I created using my Cricut and some Oramask. So when I went to remove the vinyl, as you can see, it's coming off in pieces, which I wasn't used to that, but I think it's because I was outside and it had been really cool and damp, and to add to that the spray paint that I used, so that you might want to take that into consideration if you're using Oramask for stenciling. And I also found that the Oramask wanted to remove some of the paint when I was stripping it up from the wood, but that may have been also because the weather was cold and I had been outside. I hope you guys really enjoyed another Christmas DIY video. We'll be winding up our 12 days of Christmas DIYs at the end of this week, so stay tuned for those, and I'll see you guys then.